It's not just a easy win for Ortiz. This is a great fight for both guys. I think Ortiz is just perfect timing for him to fight a guy like Lubin. We also got Vergil Ortiz versus Lubin, and I think that's going to be a good fight. Lubin fought Fedor, and Lubin was trying his ass off, man. Lubin he is game as they come, but Fedor just broke his face. He messed his face up, and I don't think he's been right since. So Ortiz, it's a good fight for Ortiz because Lubin is a good name. He's a good fighter, but I think he's a little damaged still. I don't know how good he is still, right? And I don't like to say that about guys because obviously I respect the craft and I respect what they're able to do. I respect them. I got a gnat fly in front of my face. I respect them. But, he did take a lot of damage in that Fedor fight for sure. Right. So Vergil Ortiz being a high octane offensive pressure fighter, I think he's going to look to damage Lubin early and hope that he can wear him down in the later rounds and get him out of here. Right. Lubin, he's going to try to let the fight come to him. But I think in the beginning of that fight, in order to get your respect from Ortiz, he's going to have to he's going to have to stand and deliver earlier than he usually would. And the reason being is he has to let Ortiz know that I'm here and that I'm game and that you can't just walk me down and play with me, right? So it could be over early if he gets caught in an exchange while Ortiz is still fresh or vice versa, right? It could be over early for either one of those guys because they both have good pop. But what I'm thinking is that the fight will start off high flying and high octane, and then it'll settle in somewhere around the fourth round. And, as long as Lubin is not damaged in those first four rounds too severely, I think it'll become a chess match after that. And then you'll see, if he's not worn down, I think it'll be a good fight. If he gets clipped early in those exchanges, then I think it's over in about 7 or 8 Ortiz. That's what I'm thinking. So it really is. It's not a 50-50 fight. I think it's more like 60-40 Ortiz. But it just depends on how the cards are laid out in the first 4 rounds. Meaning, if he establishes himself, I don't think he can run. I don't think Lubin should run or try to take angles or just try to be a pure boxer early because Ortiz, his work ethic is there. He's not going to get tired. The only way to get Ortiz to calm down is to hurt him. You got to hit him. And if he's not, if Lubin's not doing that early, Ortiz will overwhelm him in about 8 rounds, I think. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be a good fight to watch. It's gonna be something that I think we can all, sink our teeth into. But I think that's how that fight will go. But I think it's over in 8 if it doesn't go well in the first 4 rounds for Lubin. I think it'll be over in about 8 rounds, man. Other than that, he got a lot of heart. So I'm not trying to take him out of the game. Like Lubin has heart and pop. So it's not just a easy win for Ortiz. This is a great fight for both guys. I think Ortiz is just perfect timing for him to fight a guy like Lubin. I don't think if Lubin doesn't take that Fedor fight a couple years ago, and he hasn't gone through the wars that he's going through, I think he has a much better chance of winning this fight. Right now, I'm looking at, hey, let's see what his heart is. It's just like cornerbacks in football. When they have their confidence, if they haven't been beat for touchdowns yet and they still got that bravado, you don't know really what they are until they get beat. And then you can see, can they bounce back? Do they have a short memory where they can just come back and act like that didn't happen? And we're going to find out if Lubin's that guy, or will Ortiz put him in a position where, he starts to, get a little bit of that PTSD and say, hey, man, I've been here before, right? I've been in this type of situation before. So you don't want him to lose his gumption or his grit in this fight. And that's what Ortiz is going to come in trying to do. He's going to try to make him remember what it's like to get beat on early, right? And Lubin's job is to let Ortiz know, hey, I'm still a game chicken, man. I ain't going nowhere. It is what it is.